Yo, what up, chat? Today, I just woke up, checked my phone. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been traded.
NBA Giannis Antetokounmpo is headed to South Beach.
I already saw who he got traded for. I just think this was a retarded move by Giannis. Retarded. Who is your agent? This can't be Giannis making these decisions. Is you trying to go to Miami because of the weather? Because it's way better than Milwaukee. Your team's still some shit.
Social media went into a frenzy when this news hit your phone. Everyone.
Bam and Giannis. Okay. So I guess let me guess. Bam and Giannis is going to be the new Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon. I ain't even gonna go that far.
Google. It's been a long time coming, but he's headed to South Beach in Briscoe. This is a huge blockbuster of a trade.
Absolutely it is. I mean, we've been waiting for this news to break, and it is now actually happening. It is Giannis and Bobby Portis to the Heat, and in exchange, the Bucks are bringing in an absolute haul that includes 4 players. Tyler Hero and Jaime Jaquez among them, as well as 3 first-round picks, including the 13th in tomorrow night's draft. There's also 1 pick swap and a second-round pick. Shams is obviously on the case here, so let's just start with this one. How did the deal finally get done?
Guys, this was a 13-month trade saga for Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Just to put it plainly, Giannis felt like his time was up with the Bucks a calendar year ago. The Bucks at every turn did everything they could to try to keep him. They fought this right until the end with Giannis to try to win around him. They depleted their assets, their salary books as well.
Yeah, they cooked,
but
bro.
Giannis informed the team numerous times that it was time for both sides to move on.
Bro, Giannis, I really want to know what was you thinking? Man, we finna go to Miami. I'm gonna get me a championship in Miami, man. Jimmy Butler not that more. It's just Bam. And who? Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell. Really? That's who you relying on? Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell, and Bam. I know. I hope Giannis don't think like they finna be like the Knicks. Knicks had Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, but more importantly, they had Jalen Brunson. Giannis, you are the Jalen Brunson on this team. You're not joining a Jalen Brunson. Like Bam is good, but man,
that he would not sign a long-term contract extension. So now for the Bucks, several weeks ago, they opened up for business. They started negotiating with several teams, and they really.
I would have liked it if he would just got traded for Jalen Brown to the Celtics. Now it's you, Jason Tatum, and Derek White, plus more. But it's just you, Norman Powell, Bam, and Wiggs. I don't like that. I didn't like the Heat last year how they played. I definitely ain't.
Really started to focus in on the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics over the last few weeks. Co-owner Jimmy Haslam came out a period of time ago and made it very clear that by the draft, the Bucks wanted to know whether Giannis was going to commit long-term or they would move him. Giannis was not willing to commit long-term, so they are now moving him. And you think about the haul.
Oh, okay. So this not Giannis' decision. This is a Bucks decision, right? To get him to the Heat, right?
That the Bucks got after negotiating with Boston and Miami in the last few weeks. You get Tyler Hero, that's a homecoming for him. Khalil Ware, a young center. Jaime Jaquez, a good two-way wing. You get Kasparas Yakashonis, who's just 20.
Bucks got numbers. They don't have the better players. They got numbers. Giannis and Portis is better than everybody you about to name, Sean. But they got numbers. 3 first-round picks. Look at OKC. And they get 4 players. Shit, look like the Bucks saving money to me for the future. Obviously, they might. Tyler Hero might not stay there. He might. Who knows? But I ain't gonna lie. Bucks low-key won the trade, bro.
Years old, an up-and-coming guard, and then they get a significant return of draft capital. 3 first-round picks unprotected, including the 13th pick in the draft on Tuesday night. You get 1 pick swap far out in 2030, and then a 2033 second-round pick. So the Bucks now turned the page on the Giannis era after 13 years. Taylor Jenkins signed a 6-year contract to be the Bucks head coach. They are now going to take
Taylor Jenkins. Right, so y'all fired Doc Rivers and just hired Taylor. Okay, so the Bucks clearly not trying to do nothing.
Take time to reassess this team. This is a step back for the organization, but one that they do with flexibility, with picks, with young players, controllable contracts, rookie scale deals as well. But listen, Pat Riley has landed his white whale. We know his history. Shaquille O'Neal, Alonzo Mourning, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Jimmy Butler, and now Giannis is walking into Miami to play in South Beach with Bam Adebayo. The job for the Heat isn't done.
Yes, it is.
But that's a pretty strong duo to start with.
Bro, they're not winning,
all
bro.
those players plus all those draft picks. So what did the Celtics not offer up, Shams, in order for their offer to be considered by the Bucks?
What did they not offer?
So, Michael, my understanding is the Celtics aggressively pursued Giannis this draft period cycle. They went after him at the deadline as well, but clearly nothing came to fruition. But at this cycle here with the draft, the Celtics offered Jaylen Brown, the 2024 Finals MVP, and I'm told 2 unprotected first-round draft picks. And so the holdup in those conversations ultimately became the Bucks wanted more assets. They wanted a couple young players, Ugo Gonzalez, Baylor Shireman, potentially others. They wanted more first-round picks, more.
So this wasn't even first option. Because Giannis even said he would like to go to the Celtics. I've seen it. So, just because Bucks wanted more, damn, bro. I feel like, man, damn, bro. I don't know what to say. This is just crazy, bro. Giannis to the Heat. I got all teams. Could have went to the Celtics. Man, he could have went. I know my Pistons ain't getting them. We too close. He's trying to change locations geographically. But man.
Swaps, but was there middle ground to be had? But at the end of the day, my understanding is the Celtics were not willing to part with enough young players and assets to get a deal done. The offer stood as Jaylen Brown and a couple first-round picks. So now, if you're Boston, there is going to be fallout from this, some hard conversations, because for the second time in 4 years, the Celtics have offered Jaylen Brown, their co-star with Jason Tatum, in a trade. Back in 2022, the Celtics offered Jaylen Brown in a package for Kevin Durant, now for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so the tables are a little different now because Jaylen Brown is a Finals MVP. He just came off a year where he was a MVP finalist as well. And so there are going to be some conversations now moving forward.
But he still got that jersey on. It's like Celtics is only trying to move up. They only going to get rid of Jaylen Brown if they're going to get a Giannis, if they're going to get a Jokic, or just a big household name. They're not going to trade Jaylen Brown for Austin Reeves. They're not going to trade Jaylen Brown for Cade Cunningham. You feel me? They're not doing that. Like, you got to be somebody bigger than Jaylen. There's only a few people.
Jaylen Brown is extension eligible in July. We'll see where things go from here.
In terms of where things go for the teams that actually got this deal done, Bucks and the Heat, are they done dealing?
Duh. I'm questioning that.
Technically, Nicole, they don't have to be because I'm told both sides will wait until July 6th to execute the deal. So that means, like the Rockets,
they might add on smoke.
Kevin Durant was
my bad. I know what she mean. My bad. She like add more players and stuff like that.
To Houston, that deal happened around this period of time. The sides waited a period of weeks. It ended up being a historic 7-team trade. I'm not saying this deal will be that, but they're going to leave it open here. They have to make the deal execute with the period of time due to the salaries. But
so Giannis must be playing the 5 then. Because Bam want to play the 4 desperately anyway. I think Giannis finna be center, chat. And I like Giannis being center. Nigga, you can't shoot anyway. Just play the 5. You play like one. Yeah, you can run up and down, but chat, he play like a 5. You get up in there, little mid-range, he play like a 4. Oh, he play like... Bro. I guarantee you, Bam go to the 4 this season. Giannis play the 5.
This time will allow.
And no Khalil Ware. Yeah, Giannis definitely playing center.
Milwaukee and Miami to see, there are other ways to increase the deal, expand the deal. But as of right now, Milwaukee wants to move forward with these players. They've got draft picks. They've got what they believe to be a competitive haul of players and picks to allow this franchise to move forward in a way with flexibility that they weren't going to have with Jaylen Brown. Remember, guys, Jaylen Brown has 3 years left on his deal. Big money, super max contract money. He was due for an extension coming up here.
That is big money.
You have to decide if you're the Bucks. You just gave up Giannis because you felt in large part you're not ready to compete for a championship now. So do you want to put yourself in a position, if you're going to get a 30-year-old Jaylen Brown, you know that comes with a level of expectation.
Bro, he 30. Shams, he 30, not 38.
Rather take a step back and assess now moving forward with some assets.
The number of times we've been sitting here, this little trio, talking about the potential of a Giannis trade. The fact that it has finally happened feels in some way a little surreal. Shams, thank you.
Well, it's been quite the run for Giannis in Milwaukee. 13 seasons, a couple MVPs. Let's take a look at some of the best moments of his career. Let's go back to June of 2013, the very beginning.
I watched Giannis' whole draft. I remember this nigga Giannis. What 2K was it? He got drafted in 2013. I remember when 2K13 came out. Right? It came out in 2012. He got drafted in 2013. They had to update the rosters for rookie Giannis. Giannis was like a 61 overall, chat. I swear. If not like a 58. Look at the nasty, cheesy stuff. But yeah.
Baby Giannis.
Drafted.
I swear, and Giannis was so skinny. He was playing small forward. He was only like 6'9", 6'10-ish. He wasn't even 7 foot yet. But bro, this dude, man, he always had the potential because he would overextend on plays and drives and layups and block. Like he just different, bro.
A little kid from Greece, 15th overall. This is what he said a few months prior to the draft.
What kind of basketball player are you?
I'm an all-around player. I can jump, I can shoot, I can pass the ball. I can do everything in the court.
Oh.
What kind of player will you be in 5 years from now?
I'll be much stronger. I'll be much better in everything that I do.
All right, fine. So let's fast forward 5 years later.
Yeah, he looks a little
February
different.
2018. He was
yeah, he
stronger,
jumped over
faster,
Tim.
and they all around player, like showing what he could do. This was a game against the Knicks.
He jumped over a dude.
Exactly, over Tim Hardaway.
Hey, Milwaukee, y'all got y'all a real one though, man, because he brought a chip there. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about Giannis, man. He did everything he could for this Milwaukee City. They just failed him, bro. Bring it Dame, he barely playing. Wasted 2-3 years of Giannis time. Yeah, man. And then Kuz getting that was just a waste of Giannis time.
Giannis won his first MVP. All he did that season was average nearly 28 points, 12.5 boards, and 6 assists. Here was his acceptance speech.
2 years ago, I had the goal in my head that I'm going to be the best player in the league. Yeah, I'm going to do whatever it takes to help my team win, and I'm going to win the MVP. My goal is to win a championship, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make that happen.
And he did, man.
All of that just began right there.
Right.
Did not stop. The following year, 2019-2020, Giannis won his back-to-back MVP awards there. Defensive Player of the Year award as well. Just the third player in NBA history to win both
29-13, Giannis?
was Giannis, Michael Jordan, and Hakeem Olajuwon. And he was making promises then, but the next year, oh boy, did they really come true.
Yeah, because this is what really matters to the great players. Championships, 2021 NBA Finals. They took down the Suns in 6 games, and in a 50-year drought for that franchise.
Look at Chris Paul. He had his chance, man. The Suns was up 2-0. I think Chris Paul got hurt too. Bro, the Suns was up 2-0 and got walked down by Giannis 4 straight games.
He averaged more than 35 points, 13 boards during the series, including a 50-point performance in Game 6 to clinch the championship. Celebrated by bringing that Finals MVP trophy, little fast food restaurant.
Can I have, please, a 50-piece Mac Minis, 50 exactly, not 51, Then 49 chicken minis, yes. 50. These trophies are not living
50?
outside. What if all
50 chicken minis? Damn, Giannis, you need 50 nuggets?
of a sudden I wake up and this is all a dream?
I mean, he is 7 foot, bro. He probably a little hungry. I get that.
Just what is your reaction to this massive trade, Giannis to the Heat?
Look, there's a Pat Riley bobblehead right behind me, and he's pointing right at Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay, and Pat Riley is the guy when he decides he's gonna get a star, he doesn't miss often. Okay,
I give credit to Pat Riley. Okay, I feel like, man, low key, bro. This is just, man, Giannis.
that they've pursued several times. Milwaukee has not been willing to deal him at the deadline. I was actually down in Florida right after the Heat had conversations with Milwaukee trying to get him in February. And the Heat came away from those conversations feeling like Milwaukee just wasn't ready
They lowballing. Yeah, y'all don't want to come up off nothing.
to deal him yet. This is the best player in their franchise history outside of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's a big emotional thing to trade somebody like Giannis. And so they felt like once Milwaukee was ready to trade them, they would be right there waiting. The only question was when. And clearly the time is now. But Pat Riley has been focused on getting another star. And if you know Heat culture, there's not many better to fit Heat culture than Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay, so let's go back in history. Okay, so Giannis came here. Did somebody else come? Because the last time the Heat won a championship, according to my knowledge, was 2013 when they won back to back with LeBron and D Wade. They've been to the finals twice with Bam and Jimmy Butler. Another person that can't shoot, so we gonna just bring Giannis. Like, bro, what? Chat, y'all see what I'm coming? Y'all, they tried with Jimmy already, didn't work twice. Cause the Heat, they went to the finals against the Lakers and the Nuggets, right? Make sure I got my context correct. 2020 NBA Finals. They played the Heat. 2023 NBA Finals. They played the Heat. My point exactly, bro. So I guess, whatever.
Ramona, this is the domino we've been waiting to fall for quite some time. When you have a player of Giannis's stature, it can literally shift the entire structure of a conference, sometimes the entire league. So with that said, with Giannis going to the Heat in exchange for what they gave up and the Celtics not giving up Jaylen Brown and their draft picks, what does this do for the rest of the Eastern Conference?
Let me answer that. Nothing. We coolin'. My Detroit Pistons, okay, yeah, we got our ass whooped by the Cleveland. We chilling. Well, I'm low key kind of nervous, not for my Pistons, because we got Jalen Duren, he sucks, and Giannis just went to the Heat in our conference. You know, it's not a good matchup for us. Not gonna lie. Yeah. The Cavs, they'll be fine. Jared Allen Mobley, they'll be fine against Giannis and Bam. But I don't know. The Knicks, I'm not gonna sit here and ignore the defending champions. Is this Heat team beat the Knicks? Nah. Nah. Nah.
Well, I think that's the big question, Michael. I think most of today we thought it was trending in a Boston direction. As Shams just said there on your show, Boston wasn't willing to put the extra young players in there that Milwaukee wanted to get a trade done. And let's think about why, okay?
Why?
Jaylen Brown is a bona fide star. He finished 6th in MVP voting. I actually voted him in the top 5. He had his best year ever as a pro. How does he feel right now? I mean, I think he would have been okay in Milwaukee. I did some checking on that earlier in the day. He clearly wants to be a Celtic. But how do you feel coming off your best year where you led them to the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, and then you hear your name dangled for weeks in trade conversation? That's going to be a hard bridge to repair now.
All right. Because he already got a ring in Boston. Right? And he got finals MVP. That nigga Jaylen Brown is sleeping good at night. If he go get traded, he go get traded. If not, JB go keep balling. Ma'am, I think you wrong here. Uh, I don't think it even matters. I don't even think that this bothers, bro. To be honest, but I'm getting paid 50 plus million every year. So let's see. I'm getting about. It's only 12 months in a year. Minus the taxes or whatever. So I'm getting a couple M's a month. Meaning I'm making 300,000 a week. Meaning I'm probably making. Hmm. I'm making like 50 bands a day. I'm good. My name is Jaylen Brown. I just won Finals MVP for the Boston Celtics. If I get traded, oh well, the Celtics gonna remember me. I'm the one that got Finals MVP. That's what's going on in Jaylen Brown head.
And the rest of the East is kind of wondering what happens with Boston here. What happens with
That nigga
Jaylen
ain't worried
Brown?
about
I'm
Tatum,
going to be
bro. I ain't
checking
gonna
his
lie.
Twitch feed deep into the night.
He chilling, bro.
Those are some things you're going to have to put. You're going to have to manage that. Now remember, Jaylen Brown is a guy who's always had a chip on his shoulder. He will use this as fuel, but this is hard for the Celtics to sort through.
No, it's not. Well, not. Well, not. It ain't that hard. It ain't that many players better than Jaylen Brown. I can see if we talking about okay, Julius Randle just got traded. It's a bunch of players better than to Julius Randle. So I get that. But Jaylen Brown, nah. I can't even name 20 people in the NBA better than Jaylen Brown. So yeah. Yeah. It might not even be 10.
Okay, so maybe let's just stay there for a second. How do they do that? Like, is there a path forward where you can see Jaylen Brown staying in Boston, or has that sort of happened and they now need to officially move on?
Man, ain't gonna be good. I'm telling you. Unless somebody like LeBron want to go to Boston, Jalen gonna be sitting there. Cause Giannis was the only person on the market bigger than Jalen at this time, for real. Ain't nobody else. Who else need to go somewhere besides Zion? They not gonna trade Jalen Brown for Zion.
I think that I see him in Boston going forward. I don't see him as the type to ask out or have his feelings hurt. This has happened to him before, but there's certainly some fence mending that needs to happen. And guys, we saw what happened to them in the playoffs. It didn't go well, right? This team, they overachieved during the regular season. You got to give Jaylen Brown a lot of credit for that, but they weren't good enough in these playoffs. They need to add to this team. They got young players. They grew up in the regular.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. They didn't disappoint to me, bro. We're talking about a man that barely could even use his foot, and he came back to work early just to get in better shape to compete in a championship for the playoffs in April. Yeah, they could have played better. Trust me, I know. But real hoopers know this season Jason Tatum was hurt. Nobody expected Boston to bounce back. Now next season, people will have expectations as Tatum has the summer to heal more and get better. But nah, man. Jalen's straight, bro. I don't. Of course, I'm not. It's ESPN. They just be saying anything.
Season, but let's see what Boston does now to add to the team around them. There's also other teams that are on the periphery. Do all those players do they stay in Milwaukee now? I know Tyler Hero's from there, but he'll attract some interest.
He's from there. Tyler Hero go stay. That's home. He'll stay. But it don't even matter. The Bucks suck. So it don't matter.
There's Detroit's going to try to get better. Orlando's going to try to get.
No, we ain't. No, we not. Detroit ain't trying to get better. I knew Detroit wasn't trying to get better when we signed Kevin Herter and we traded away Javen Ivey and like two other players to the Bulls for Kevin Herter, a person that really isn't a great 3-point shooter anymore like he used to be, and he barely plays, and he's a cone on defense. So we not trying to get better. And then we just re-signed Jalen Durn for like the max. Or we're going to. Nah. My team is cooked. We got dumb GM. I ain't gonna lie, we cook. We cook. I'm gonna still support my Pistons, obviously, because that's my team. But we could, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we could. We could.
Better. Let's see how many of those players actually stay there. And now let's go back to the Heat, who have been in the play-in tournament, right? They're the play-in tournament kings. Are they done? They've got some business to do now. They're very happy from just talking to people in South Beach tonight. They're very happy that they got Bobby Portis in this trade. They're really excited about how he's going to fit in with that lineup. They like the defensive aspect of Andrew Wiggins on this team, Davion Mitchell. They still have to decide whether they're going to re-sign Norman Powell, who had an all-star season for them. So they have some business to attend to. And as Shams mentioned, this trade is just a construction. This could expand to 3, 4, 5 teams like we see before July 6th, because other teams can now run their business through this transaction cycle. And so it's going to be a very busy couple weeks ahead. Oh, by the way, the draft is tomorrow.
Draft. I ain't getting too excited for that shit. I mean, you got AJ, you got Darren Peterson. I never get excited about the draft because I don't watch college. I'm the type of person. I remember John Wall said this. John Wall said the same thing. He don't watch college. I just gotta see you when you get to the pros. I'm the same way. I might watch you. Like I was watching Wemby like 2 years before he got to the NBA, but that's because he blew up. Like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? But more than likely, I'm not even. I might not even watch the NBA draft, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I damn might not watch him, bro. It's what's the point? I don't know nobody. When I was younger, yeah, I used to know players and stuff, but I'm 24 now, bro. I don't even pay attention to college for real.
Oh, they are
Oh,
that.
by the way, there's that right. too. Ramona, thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, the one thing the Heat have never been afraid to do is go big on a trade for big talent. 1996, trade package involving Glenn Rice and a 1996 first-round pick to Charlotte for Alonzo Mourning. All he did was become an all-star and a Hall of Famer and get his jersey retired.
Yeah, no big deal. Then the summer of 2004, Miami got Shaq from the Lakers for Caron Butler, Lamar Odom, and Brian Grant. 2 years later, what did it lead to? Their first NBA title with Shaq.
Acquired Shaquille O'Neal for. So Lamar Odom was on the Heat. Okay.
And wait.
All right, now we're in 2010. Miami got the reigning back-to-back MVP LeBron James, All-Star Chris Bosh, and a sign-and trade deals with Cavs and the Raptors. And of course, Miami went on to win 2 titles in 4 seasons after acquiring those 2.
Man, they could have three-peated.
Trades.
Obviously, nothing can last forever. So following Wade's retirement in 2019, Pat Riley then set his sights on a new star, and he got one in Jimmy Butler. They agreed to a sign-and-trade deal with the Sixers for Butler, and the All-Star forward led them to 2 NBA Finals appearances.
All right, now let's bring it to present day. The Heat pick up the Greek Freak.
Yeah.
They're going to pair him with Bam Adebayo, who's been on a tear the last couple of seasons. Miami setting the sights on finally contending at the top of that Eastern Conference.
Yeah, Giannis to the Heat, man. I don't like it at all. We will see in the future. Chat, let me know what y'all think about Giannis to the Heat. I know Julius Randle got traded to the Nets, I think, as well, but I don't like him going to the Heat. I mean, him and Bam, I can see them both playing center with the bench and with the starting lineup, one in, one out, or even with each other. But Twin Tower games sometimes, you know, especially if they play the Knicks or something and it's Mitch and Cat, they may run Giannis, Bam, whatever. But I don't like it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like it. But where else was Giannis gonna go besides the Celtics? Obviously, I feel like he could have worked out anywhere, but I don't know, man. It is what it is. It's business at the end of the day. It's NBA. That's how things go. Hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, man. We on the road to 10K. And drop a video in the comments with the blue link if you want me to react to it. I got a whole playlist. There's like 98 videos in there. And I just put all the recommended videos y'all would like to see in there. So if you will want me to watch a video that you want me to see, drop it in there.